It was 2019, the last time my family went on a holiday by car. Back then my sister was 9, my brother 11 and I was 15. We have quite grown a bit since then, so it was much more cozier on the back seat. Not that we really cared, as we were also excited for our vacation. We drove there in 2 days with an educational stopover in Normandy. To go to France felt so nostalgic, as I can remember many holidays we went there back in the days. I was simply just excited for a little adventure. The sun is shining, great weather for a swim. That's me, hi. Look, that's the view from my window. And there, you can see it. You see it from here? It's our pool. Okay, I think this is the best filming spot from now on. So, we traveled in 2 days. Yesterday we arrived in Saint-Nellis. I hate it that I can't pronounce any of these words. They are not words. I hate it that I can't pronounce any of these places. This door is wanting to close. Anyway, I have read a lot in the car, so we broadened our horizon again. For now, we're just gonna chill and I will take you with me during this trip, showing you all the highlights. Hi everyone, this is a little update on my holiday so far. Yesterday we went to Nantes. I know that my pronunciation is so wrong, but I'm doing Duolingo in French because I want to speak French fluently, and I did have 3 years of French in high school, but I only know the basics. Anyway, wanted to show you the books that I read so far. So first I read my new favorite, absolute favorite, The Midnight Library. It was so good. I just was so intrigued by all the different possibilities in this book and just the way it's written, and it really was a book for me because I like to think about what ifs or just I'm an overthinker, I think, because I tend to think like, okay, but if I choose this, what will happen? And if I choose option B, what will happen then? And based on that, you will try to make the best decision. And I think this book is so interesting because it shows you how, well, it's just a take on, I think, an overthinking mind. Very, very good. Then we have a very small one, which I didn't know it was so small. I was really surprised when it came in the mail. But this is We Should All Be Feminists. Also a very interesting book. I just love to read about feminism and different perspectives upon it. This also focuses on African culture and feminism in African culture. It was based on a TED Talk she gave. The next book I want to read, but I haven't started that one yet, is Bluets. Bluets winds his way through depression, divinity, alcohol and desire, visiting along the way with famous blue figures. Also, I'm doing quite some sketches. I've done these ones. We Gotta Stay artsy. And now I'm wanting to journal, but I will make a different video about that because that was my plan. Okay, so we hung out by the pool this whole morning and then the early afternoon, and we're going to a small village in the late afternoon. And I can't decide on an outfit because it has to be cute, but also not too hot. But also I want to save my clothes, like my really summery clothes, for the warmer days, even though it is a warm day. It's hot, but it's not. It will get hotter. I think this is the third outfit I tried on today. I feel like such a diva. Such a diva. getting ready for bed. Today we went to Caen. I still don't know if I pronounced the names right. And yesterday we went to this village which had all these little figurines. Ooh, which reminds me. Our mother was very sweet and offered to film her unboxing. Only we had this little miscommunication, so instead of starting the camera, she stopped the camera. So I'll show you the ones that we got. I've got this one. It has this little raincoat. It's a hippopotamus. Platypus. Hippopotamus.
Zeg ook een hippo, dat kan ook.
It's a hippo. Such a cutie and a little angel wings. And my sister got this one. The little bear. But circling back to these little figurines in the city, there was this artist that made these that lived in the city, in the village. So you could find them everywhere, which made it so fun for me because I could just go on a hunt. Also, we have hung out by the pool so much these days and we've got some sunburns. Not intended, because we intend to get sun-kissed.
Very sun-kissed.
Very sun-kissed. And tomorrow is very exciting because we're going to an art gallery which we wanted to go to Tuesday, but apparently the permanent collection is closed on Tuesday, so we decided not to go, as that was the part I was most excited for because they have these beautiful paintings. So we will go tomorrow. And as an art student, you know how excited it makes me. Anyway, talk to you tomorrow. Also, I will put it in the last part. It's also, there is this little kitty cat called Leo. And I saw him today and I petted him. Is it petted? I pet him.
En pet hem.
Pet him?
Wat lijkt er doen?
He was very cute. Bottom line, very cute kitty cat. Made me so happy. Big success. It was so cheap and it had so many beautiful paintings. Also some from Monet, which made me so happy. I also bought a little booklet with some artwork of his, which is more journal-like. Wait, I'll show you in a minute. This little booklet, which has, I think it's meant to just journal in or write in, but I see it more as potential to rip out and use in my own journal. But it's pretty cute with all of its artworks, and it was not expensive at all. I don't think they were out for the money because entree for the 5 of us was 12 euros. That's a steal. Also got this book about the museum itself. It's more like a magazine, but it has most of the artworks that you could see in them with an English description. Because in the museum itself, like those cards with explanation, they were only in French, and some of them you could translate with this app of the museum itself, but not all of them. And sometimes we scanned the text with our photo app and translated it, but I don't know. I
think you're as standard to read everything if you have to translate it time and time again. So pretty excited to see about maybe some of the details I missed. And then once I read it, I can also use it for scrapbooking, I guess. But the museum was so pretty. Look here, you can see the building. And also, I haven't told this yet. Got the ring. Oh, cute hands. And then yesterday we went to the beach, which I loved. I was a bit afraid that I would get a sunburn, but I didn't. That's a win, because most of the time I did get a sunburn. And I also forgot how amazing it is to just swim in the ocean, because at first it's cold, but then once you are in it, I don't know, it's something about, this is gonna sound so whimsical and silly, but just feeling connected with, I mean, like, it was the Atlantic Ocean. It's so big and it connects countries with each other, and I don't know, it just, you know, makes you realize how small you are, but in a good way. And then the sounds of the waves and the sun and the little breeze. So happy. And today we will go to this more medieval kind of village. I'm excited.
The more the days passed, the more I went MIA, because I was just so enjoying the holiday, the vacation, my company. It was so fun. We played a lot of games. We did visit some more places that I didn't film, and we also traveled back in 2 days with a stopover in Arras, which had these beautiful houses. And I'm editing this video in my cozy room again. Okay, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye!